That's what he said with Cedric D. Sanders.
Hello, my name is Cedric, and along with my beautiful wife, Connie, we'll be hosting my brand new podcast, That's What I Said. I'm a retired Navy veteran that suffers from PTSD and anxiety, and we'll discuss how I cope with the mental illness through comedy and discussion. It's a podcast that will talk about everything from cryptocurrency to comedy. If we are worrying about the dollar going up and down, up and down, up and down, and it's still a dollar, guess what? The value of that means absolutely nothing. Cryptocurrency in itself is the future of money. From spirituality to cannabis. To have cannabis on the Schedule 1 list is bullshit. I'm sorry, it is. It makes absolutely no sense. If it's a seed that can be planted and it has healing properties in it, why the hell is it in Schedule 1? Last time I checked, cocaine don't have healing property in it. From interracial relationships, I don't have a problem with people talking about interracial relationships. People try to talk bad about my interracial relationship just to think that they can get under my skin. I mean, really, it don't bother me. I mean, let's not make, call a spade a spade. But if you have a problem with someone that's in love, it shouldn't matter the race of the person. It's a mental illness in our community. The problem is people want to put labels on it. Everybody wants to put color on everything. And as soon as you put color on it, it gets treated differently. The money gets treated funny. Because if it's dealing with Asians, guess what? It's going to take a longer process unless those leaders step up and get into the president's face or U.S. leaders' face and say, this is a problem in our community. Not leaving one topic unturned. If you want to hear real, authentic conversation, interviews, and comedy, please take time to listen to That's What I Said, because I said what I said.
Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. Listen to That's What I Said. Available on your favorite podcast platform.
It's right.
Cedric D. Sanders.
They probably just eat ass with a baby spoon.
It's right.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Yeah. 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 That's what he said. That ain't my fault. That's what he said. That's what he said.
It's right.
That's what he said.
It's right.
That ain't my fault. I'm just gonna lay it down like this though. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said. When I say my shit, I'ma repeat my shit. I'ma make sure you understand the foundation of everything where I'm coming from. Don't get it twisted. That ain't my fault.
It's right.
That's what he said. That's what I said. What? That's what I said.
Welcome to another episode of That's What I Said with your host, Cedric Sanders. Giving you 100% authentic, real, raw, unapologetic truth with no filter. The broadcast starts now.
What's good, everybody? Hope everybody enjoying their Saturday. This crazy wet weekend we having over here on the East Coast. Peace and love to anybody else on the East Coast. If you listening on the West Coast, what's good? Midwest, always good. Everybody down the Central and everybody in the Mountain Time, what's good, everybody? Everybody overseas as well. That's what I said, the podcast. We back live. Y'all already know I got a little, my right hand, while my left hand ain't never gonna be by itself. My wife, Connie, what's good, baby? How you doing?
What's good? What's good? What's good? Happy to be here. It's Saturday. Just been chilling. Yeah, this Mother Nature need to do something.
For real.
I mean, yeah, we needed the rain, but I'm cool now.
Yeah, for real.
We can end it all.
For real. So it was good, y'all. Didn't do a podcast last Saturday. We was visiting family, so we back. We was gonna do one on Sunday, but we was like, no, we're not gonna do it. And I decided to go ahead and, be consistent, do my normal Saturday, and do the podcast, do it live like I always do. So peace and love to everybody that's listening live on Facebook, everybody that's listening live on YouTube, on my Twitch, everybody that's catching live on my Facebook, as well as sitting right here on Clubhouse. Peace and love to everybody that joined me on Clubhouse. My brother Sensei's in the building. Peace and love, brother. What's good? Oh, can he hear me? Maybe he's busy. But tonight, I really wanted to have this discussion. It's been on my mind for a minute. And tonight's topic is the hard pill. The hard pill is, and you guys will find out, it's not necessarily a responsibility. It's more of a perspective that you're not gonna get. You're gonna get the people that's gonna sugarcoat it. Some people are gonna actually be real with you and tell you the way you need to hear it. But I'm gonna tell you in the way that people are gonna just avoid and, in a sense, be political with you, all because of emotional ties, to how they have emotional ties to you. And people that know me, I mean, I'm a non-nonsense kind of person. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you raw. I'm gonna give it to you the way that it should be given to you, the reality check that you need. But I'm also not going to shortchange any information or anything that I say. So the hard pill originally was a topic I did about 4 years ago on a Facebook Live, and it wasn't titled the hard pill. It should have been, but it wasn't. In that conversation, I was talking about how people in any type of movement, whether it's spirituality, religion, whatever the case may be, everybody has this mindset of being on an elevator because it's the quickest mode of transportation to get from one floor to the next. Well, it's the same mindset when you look at spirituality, because some people are on the elevator because they started at a very in a learned type situation where they had to learn and they wanted to learn more. And the more truths that was coming to them, the more information was given, their reality, the way that it should have been given to them, instead of, coming to this point in life that we always do and put responsibility on somebody else to get you out of bad situations. Or better yet, you look up to these people because they're not in the type of situation you're in. They're in a better situation, and it's better for you to be able to, put yourself in that position so that you can learn from these people. But at the same time, I mean, we call it mentorship.
Right.
But it gets to a position, I think, even with spirituality, and I've heard people talk about it even on Clubhouse, Facebook, Instagram, and Reels, whatever. It's the competition type mentality. But see, people know, and I know my brother Sensei talks about this too, is that cognitive dissonance, whereas something's bad, but you still do it anyway.
Yeah, how many of us have done that?
Right. So I'm just going to go into that lane and talk about it, because regardless of where you are, regardless of what your mindset is, spiritually or non-spiritually, however you cater your life, the mentality shouldn't be on the elevator. It should be taking the stairs. Because you're going to remember when you was on the first floor. Regardless of how long it takes you to get to the 35th floor, you're going to remember when you was on the first floor.
Right.
When you in the elevator, you don't remember the fucking first floor. You remember the first floor only because you parked your car on the first floor.
Right. That's the level you getting in.
That's the level you getting in on. You already accelerated. You get to the 35th floor in not even, a minute, a couple minutes, maybe.
Right.
But people in this mindset when it comes to spirituality or even financial, and I'm gonna talk about that piece in a second, but people that's in this realm of spirituality, just like religion, there's somebody that knows more than someone else, so they put them in charge and erect a building to put a doorknob on so people can fellowship. Well, guess what? Spirituality is starting to turn into that shit. It's just that people ain't gonna create these buildings. It's a virtual reality kind of mindset that we live in when it comes to spirituality. When it comes to social media, I should say that. Not so much the reality of real life connections you have with people and you actually are building with people. To me, that's organic. And the ability to be able to do that while understanding the growth that people are going through, the healing and everything else, that's a great opportunity to build and to fellowship. That's what it's about. Appreciating and celebrating self. But the problem is we get in competition because it's always somebody that knows this person because this person knows so much and he's, done all these things. But then it's the other people that can't appreciate that person because, they've been doing it for so long and they've read books and they've met this person and they've had this conversation and whoop-de-whoop and whamp-de-whamp and all this other bullshit. It sounds like the student council in high school. I mean, that's what it's turning into. It's turning out to be a student council in fucking high school. People are not appreciating just the gift of the knowledge that they're gaining and being able to share with people, not just hold it in and be a regurgitation machine where this person YouTube surfs all day, goes to these damn websites that are just built by a 4-year-old with crayons and an idea.
And that's that good idea fairy coming in.
Right. Everything is like completely, everything is like completely you can't, it's not legible. I mean, it's not something that you can read. It's not something that you can ascertain or even apply to life. It's just come to my website and support me, give you $300 and I'll give you a reading and I'll tell you the direction you need to go and all this bullshit without somebody actually sitting down with you and saying, do you know who you are? Because I know what you're paying me for. But do you know in this present state who you are? And the reason why I ask that is because I need to know your state of mind before we even get further into this. And to me, that's the type of leadership that people have, but they're not going to introduce that because that's too personal. So what people do is give them what they're getting. If you're getting an ain't shit ass type person, you already know that this reading ain't going to be about shit. It's only going to be about something for that person, but it ain't going to have a lot of anything coming out of me. Because I already know this person ain't shit. I already know when I tell this person what they need to do to fix they ain't going to take the time to do it. And the reason why they ain't going to take time to do it is because it goes back to what I was getting ready to talk about, what my topic is. It's the hard pill. Everybody wants to talk about red pill, blue pill. Everybody wants to tell you you're living in the matrix. You're doing all this bullshit. Whatever. Simon says, shut the fuck up.
Uh-oh.
I'm beyond this bullshit where people want to talk about red pill, blue pill. We live in the matrix, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? The common denominator is duh. Like, that is, I mean, we need to get off that. That was, I think, 4 years ago, even 3 years ago, live broadcast for people talking about this shit.
Red pill, blue pill, yeah.
Now people want to use this as, I guess you could say it's a divided highway. It's only 2 lanes. And you're right next to the oncoming traffic. There's no guardrails or nothing. That's exactly what this situation is. It's an accident waiting to happen. And it's not even an accident that is like dedicated to failure. It's the failure that's already been created. This whole competition about what pill you should take based off of a movie that really kind of broke open the spectrum of spirituality to an awareness that people can talk about. Now people are talking about anime and other kind of cartoons and shit like that, which, okay, there is a good that because a lot of those anime cartoons started overseas.
Right.
And those people have been talking about spirituality for years, and we want to laugh at them, talk about all this shit, and why they got all these damn, buildings up where they go and take time for self and still live a free life. Whereas here in Western world or the United States, our mentality is we have to work for somebody until we die. We work until we die. Never in the financial aspect of being able to just create that currency so that you don't work for nobody, you work for self. You have 6 Saturdays and a Sunday. But we can't talk about that because we're in so competition with each other. That's why we can't support one another on anything. I mean, it goes as far as if someone I know has an ability to talk to people in the same energy that's they're being given, why would I not want to tell people about this person? He's meeting you where you at, no matter what.
True.
So to me, that's a more genuine kind of conversation than somebody just trying to bullshit their way through and give you shit to not be shit. We are looking so much for shit that we know ain't about shit, but we still trying to do the shit to try to be the shit.
Damn, Gina.
What's good, my brother?
Hey, what's the deal, bro? I had to get my microphone working. They like they want to unmute for me.
You good, brother? How everything going, brother? Go ahead, chime in.
Oh, it's going good, bro. Hey, Connie. Hey, sister. What's the goddamn deal?
Big bro.
Man, hey, man, you already know, bro. Like, it's so many things that you just said that we already know is happening in this reality. Like, as far as this, we would say empty spirituality, and it's commercialized because we're in a commercialized fucking construct. So even the way that people think and they call themselves spiritual, they're still locked in some type of commercialized or European mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And it's still like a chase of something. So you just got a lot of unfulfilled, unhealed people running around out here trying to tell people like they know what's best for them. And they call them the spiritual. And you said so much shit, bro, because that's how it's like a whole nother religion now. And that's why we got so many cliques and so many people, and they are isolated over here. And if you ain't down with this, or if you ain't this, and it's so many mixtures of like this illusion of inclusion. And then when somebody is genuine, like it's like your message gets lost in the sea of lies. People have to search for the truth. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's why the truth has to become more evident. Like what you said, like doing more. You already know. That's why I'm making sure that I have more of a presence on these platforms and doing more, like making sure that I support people like you on these platforms versus all these other rooms where it's like 100 motherfucking 300 people in here just talking about a bunch of gossip, because gossip is a new form of communication, and people don't even realize how they locked in that construct. And then people ask all these questions about life, and you know, and then like somebody will be done ask me a question about something real serious about their life, and then next thing you know, they going to go get drunk later on tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like people ain't serious about their transformation, man. It's to the point to where the shit just sounds good for conversation. You know what I'm saying? So people ain't really serious about, they want change in their life, but they don't want to change. You know what I'm saying? They want to bring in more things, but they don't want to do what it takes to get those things done. So it's like people ain't willing to do the work. They want a whole microwave. They want to get life in slices. You know, I was just telling somebody about how people are not really literally living life from an internal place. So people are trying to capture life. You know what I'm saying? Through moments, through pictures, through Instagram, through social media, and trying to create them and trying to do vacations and just being life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it really, those experiences, I'm not saying don't go to the movies. I'm not saying don't go out of town. I'm just saying when those experiences are coming from a place to where you are truly embracing the fact that I'm present for this experience and it's not an escape. Because once you're not trying to escape from life, all you can do is just live it. So a lot of people just, they start using spirituality as an escape. And then if they ain't using it as an escape, they're using it as a modality to make money to escape from the reality that they created on their own. And now it just turns it into a whole mundane experience. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people so up and down, because there is nothing sustainable internally that will actually allow people to remain like stable and, you know, focused and driven. Like it's just so much that come with it, bro. But you already know that's why, you know, I choose to just keep showing up, man, because that's all we can do is just show people what it look like. You know what I'm saying? And these experiences just become that much more just beautiful, bro. Because if it wasn't for me living my life this way, I wouldn't know y'all. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even know you. I wouldn't know Connie. I wouldn't even be. So these experiences, man, like people don't know how beautiful it could be if they just truly allow themselves to just surrender to it, man. So there's a lot of shit that go with that, bro. But you already know, baby. You know you spit, man. That's what he motherfucking see.
I appreciate you, bro. I really do. I appreciate what you said, and something you said as you was closing out really kind of stuck with me. And you know, you said we have people that are going into spirituality and it's trying to escape from the reality of life. And I have to add something to that as well, because in that escape, they are trying to learn who they are and all this other bullshit, and then escaping from the reality that they got, you know, going on in here in life, reality, pay bills and shit, and then get hooked on crypto and try to go in the metaverse and try to be successful in there because it's that augmented reality shit. So it's like people are really trying to like, well, this life is fucked up. I could just be successful somewhere else. And you know, not be helpful or even be in I guess retrospect a person that be counted on when people are going through certain things. It's like you can't be that mentor, you can't be that sage advice that people are looking for. You just looking to get to the top so people notice your ass, instead of getting to the top naturally or just organically. And it's just gonna come to you. I mean, you know, the immediate steps of going forward is recognition from your own peers. It's not because of a promotion from your boss. You get lifted up through people around you because you're uplifting them. That allows you to progress upward because people are going to share that. But see, we don't have that same energy when it comes to businesses. We don't have that same energy when it comes to, money. We don't have that same energy when it really comes down to loyalty in relationships. We just have that energy when someone is actually giving you this dose of reality and you support that dose of reality and you're able to actually say, damn, he just said some shit and that shit hit me hard.
Yeah, it's like Sensei brought up something, and the piece that I can chime into is most of these people want to be given that silver spoon so that they don't have to struggle. They want everything handed to them with the silver spoon and a platter.
Right.
And they don't want to really work hard for the things that, they're trying to excel and get out of, whatever situation they may be in. They want everything just handed to them, but they don't want to work for it.
Right. And you're right. It's definitely that mentality. It's, they feel entitled, by,
yes, entitled.
It's that entitlement shit, I mean,
That part.
and it gets that fuck that. I mean, it's my podcast, so I'm gonna say this shit. See, this is the hard pill. And when I say we, I mean black people. Okay? It just, yeah, my wife's white. Y'all can get the fuck over that shit. Like, really, y'all can get the fuck over that shit.
1,000%.
But what I'm about to say, this is the hard pill. We don't want to take the time to fucking help each other out. We want to actually do everything we can, learn about these motherfuckers, and then do everything we can to make them fall. Not support them, not have their back pocket, none of that shit. But then we have this side of people that is I think rewarding in itself, because we can have people that actually support you. They got you 100. And then in that same token is people that they fuck with won't support you, but they all in your shit. Like, man, so-and-so got me over there and got me over there listening to you and shit. You know what I'm saying? And nigga, and man, I'm telling you, that motherfucker be doing it. But then, like, you got an event where you're going to pull up and actually get this shit live, or you're going to give people the opportunity to really listen to you. They not taking that time. They ain't got that same energy. But people done paid you, for a reading or just some guidance or whatever services you may have. It could be just listening to a podcast. We could listen to someone that is motivational instead of demotivational. Somebody that wants to see you excel and succeed, than praying for your downfall low key, but still giving you some gems, but still praying for your downfall. So it's like we can't be consistent with supporting each other, yet we're not taking that hard pill. We're not taking that hard pill and saying, damn, some of this is our shit. I can't blame other people for my failures or for society's failures or the community I live in failures. I can't just blame them. I got to blame myself, because some of this shit I accept. Some of this shit I have to say, damn, this is fucked up. But taking that hard pill makes people better, makes people want to help other people, especially our own people. But see, the problem is our own people, sometimes we don't even ask for help.
That part.
We don't even take the time to ask for help. It's like, man, fuck it. I'm going to get here. I'm going to get there. I'm going to do what I got to do. And the struggle is so hard, especially when you ain't never struggled. And some people just I get tired of this shit, man. Fuck this.
It's really hard for people, though, to ask for help, because it hurts their pride. It hurts who they are as a person. As
a black man, I can tell you right now, it's a sign of weakness. You don't ask for help. You don't, push for it. You don't ask somebody to just whatever. You do not ask for help. And that's the programming that a lot of people cannot get rid of.
Right. That's generational.
And to me,
learned behavior.
I wouldn't say it's a learned behavior. I think it's a program that has been instilled in men so that they don't look weak in any given situation. The problem is that we are aggressive when it comes to defending our shit. With that defense,
I think it's both, bro.
I agree too. What you about to say, brother?
I was just saying, I think both could be true at the same damn time, because it's the learned behavior, right? And then we begin to take it and identify with it. And within an aspect, we begin to personalize it and internalize it. Then it becomes that embarrassment. Because it's like after we've grown up in certain things, right, it's that survival mode. So it's even how what goes on in this house stays in this house. How that embarrassment of letting somebody else know that your well-being is not what they thought it was. Letting somebody else know that you ain't got your shit together. It's all those thought forms that come with that. And then that learned behaviors as to how you will watch mama struggle, or you will watch daddy struggle, or whatever the case may be. Those struggles that we would go through in the household, are saying we gonna get through this. And then as a child, you can even remember time where you'll be like, "Can we call grandmama? Can we call?" And you know what I'm saying? Such and such. And they like, "Nah, don't you tell them nothing." You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, okay, I don't know what to do. But then you go to school, and it's just like it made me think about that the poem that the teacher wrote about the child coming to school.
Yeah,
and the child was so distraught to the point to where the child needed a pencil. And, you know, it began to attack the child, and really in actuality, the child didn't eat the night before. Like, these type of things are so real. You know what I'm saying? And then we just play that shit out. Because now it's subconscious at that point. We're not even aware of how that scarcity mindset, that being afraid, like, this what lead a lot of young black men to the corner.
Yeah.
This what lead a lot of young black, no matter how much I saw my mama going to work, no matter how much I saw her coming home, I still saw her struggling. I still saw her afraid to not be able to pay the bills. I still saw her afraid to let me know she didn't have no money. I still saw her afraid to let me know she couldn't get me those shoes I wanted or that game that I wanted. And it's like, damn. And to see her unhappy about not being able to provide for me, that shit led to a whole nother mindset. Right. Then when you take into account the drugs and all other things that you would see your parents do, like it's just all. So it's like, that's why I said the both can be true. Cause if we even look at the latter, how let's just say somebody didn't grow up in that environment, they grew up in a 2-parent household where both of their parents were maybe working or stable, and neither one of them were on drugs or whatever the case may be. When that comes into play, now a whole other mindset, because you will be afraid not to work. And then you get into a whole mindset of, I have to get married. I got to do these things. I got to do what my parents did. So either way it goes, the construct, the learned behavior, it's still there. And then we make that shit our personal shit, and it's all dealing with that survival aspect. So I get it, because it's like now it's a social construct.
Yep.
Now it's literally social engineering, once again, have become our personal issues.
Yep.
You right. You absolutely right, brother. I just, man, you excuse me. It's like we can understand everything that has suppressed or oppressed us, yet we can't understand or learn how to master the system, like I've been saying for like so many years. I was like, I don't get how we can't recognize what's really going on with people. Not as judgment, but awareness. And it's funny how I said that, because I just looking at the message and I see you over there, Finesse. But I mean, this is the hard pill, period. It's that whole part that Sensei said. And what I was leading into, by all those things. But the one thing that's this hard pill I'm about to say, I'm because it's my podcast and it's out there. I'm going to say this in a very cautionary way and not a way that's going to get me.
Make them swallow.
Yeah, I'm gonna make them swallow. That's what I'm gonna do.
Sensei just said, put it out there raw and make them take it. Drink.
So
No rubber.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get my soundbite ready because I already know I'm about to go. I'm gonna go in. So, we, and I already described who we are. Us as black people, black folks, however you want to identify yourself. We got to stop blaming oppressors that has nothing or absolutely nothing to do with how we hate on each other. We got to stop blaming oppressors or people that oppress us, that we have this ability to blame so ungodly that absolutely has nothing to do with your personal situation that we're in right now. It goes back to what Sensei said. People are always talking about the personal shit, but then they go hard as fuck when it comes to spirituality. Hard as fuck. But that same energy ain't going into their life. It's just you are spewing hate because you hate your situation. So you got to blame it on somebody. You can't blame yourself because that's too big of a pill to swallow. But this is the hard pill that we need to take in effect. Take responsibility for your own shit. Stop blaming a race of people that had absolutely nothing to do with the fuck shit that you in right now. We have to stop giving energy to people that really don't give a fuck about what we do. Because we can't even get our own shit put in one sock. We worried about what this white dude think about you, when guess what? He ain't even thinking about you. He ain't even in your business like that. But you're taking it upon yourself to not be responsible for the situations that you're in, all because of something that happened almost 500 years ago. And trust me, I can appreciate the energy that people do pour into that, but they can't pour into it when the real life struggle is self. A lot of people struggle because of their own shit that they put themselves into. Not because they can't position themselves to be in better positions. It's just because of just the conversation that, like, what Sensei was just saying. Some people have taken the road that they've taken because of what was going on already in their environment at home. And sometimes that's just the direction that people have been led to. But how do we create a solution to stop that? This is the conversation that we need to have, that everybody wants to sit at the table and just get recognized. Not have a solution, just get recognized. I was invited to sit at the table, man. We was trying to come up with these solutions. Do. You worrying about that shit instead of actually having the conversation with the people that can make the change. The problem is we are not playing the game. I've said this a podcast ago. I said this on a live ago, and I'm going to repeat this shit. We need to stop looking for the entertainment recognition when we can't even be recognized in our own community? Let's fix that shit first. We can entertain 30,000 people on social media, but we can't get our own people to sit at the fucking table and understand this ain't entertainment. This is real life shit that we need to fix. Or we ain't gonna be entertaining shit. We're gonna get lucky to be able to do anything, regardless of who we think is oppressing us. We may get lucky enough to where we be able to live off of our fans. But the reality is that shit's temporary. What are you building permanently? And the only relationships that I see that we building permanently is with a bunch of ain't shit ass people. And until we start separating that ain't shit energy and start saying, y'all ain't got to be around me all the fucking time. Just because I speak good, I know you ain't applying this shit. Yes, I must be entertainment to you. That I get that. I already recognize that. So don't call me your brother if you're not really taking the time and energy to fix you. This damn moniker that everybody likes to say, you know, my shit don't stink, or I'm the biggest dog on the block. Fuck all that shit. Don't nobody give a fuck about that.
Too many people are looking for that notoriety.
People want to be the biggest dog on the fucking block. Guess what? There's always a bigger dog. I'm just saying. Everybody wants to be the biggest dog on the block, but guess what? There is a bigger dog. There is a bigger dog that can put their teeth in your ass. And we have to accept responsibility in seeing that that's the damage that we're creating. It's like you weren't created to just be here. No, you're here. If you brought Earth, if you brought something on this planet, it's not up to you to draw a path for them. This is not Krypton, okay? We are not shipping little baby Superman to Earth so he have a better life before this motherfucker blows up. No, guess what? We are the planet Superman got sent to. I don't see that nigga flying. I don't see him flying. Y'all can call me crazy. I don't see Superman flying. And I'm from Kansas City. He landed in Kansas. All factional, yes. But let's peel back the layer of this shit. That's who the fuck people are looking for. They looking for somebody from Krypton to come fly on this planet, work at the Daily Planet, and fix our problems. Y'all waiting on a damn Superman. I should have had that song queued up. Y'all waiting on a fucking Superman.
Beam me up, Scotty.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's like a spaceship can't be big enough to fly half these people off this motherfucker. 'Cause guess what? Some of us don't want to be here no more. Psh. Y'all have created a hostile environment. People can't even go on vacation without some shit going on. It's like you can't get a phone call that's not spam or scam related.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, this is Amazon calling. Did you receive an email about a fictitious charge on your account? Please give us a call back. Hello, my name is Timothy. I am calling for Medicare benefits. I'm so tired of these motherfuckers calling me. This is the biggest scam in the world. It's like, y'all want to know what come up? Be one of them motherfuckers. Trust me, you busy all day. Because I swear they call me at least 8 times a day.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. This is Timothy. I'm calling about the Medicare benefits. It's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm 48, nigga. I don't know. You trying to tell me I need to go on Medicare, motherfucker? Is that what you're trying to tell me? What age does that motherfucking phone number have next to it, motherfucker? I need to know some shit. Somebody has gotten my shit and lied about my age and said I was born in 1953 and not 73.
Oh, well.
No,
Yeah.
this is some bullshit. I'm tired of them motherfuckers calling me, but this is that reality. I said all that to say this. Sometimes I think coming from let's talk about a business financial standpoint. We try and be successful doing something creative, not even just to make ends meet, but because we love doing this shit.
Right.
And when you love doing something and you create it, it's not supported by the same people that you love and have adorations for. And you get that love outside of that. It will click a light on switch for you like real quick. Like the reality, I mean, like that's a hard pill to swallow. Sometimes the love you get and the support you get ain't even the people that's around you. And then the people that's around you that support you, they go so hard for you that it's like, damn, I need to step my shit up. Like they really like love me and support me. Shit, I gotta step my shit up. So it's like you have your own motivation that's there, but we can never get to the plateau that we need to get there because it is so many other people trying to tear you down.
Yeah.
So I said all that to say this. Where's my sound bite? Yeah. This is that breaking news because I'm about to get your ass. I'm to the point now where I have very little patience for people that are arrogant, people that are just a point in their life where they want to be the alpha male or the alpha female. I am to the point that this shit right here is going to piss some people off, what I'm about to say. Get off the bullshit where you feel people have to listen to you because you have something to be told or a conversation that needs to be heard. And everything that you say is not a solution. It's 10 million more problems. People are so energetic about not helping people where they just want people to follow them. I can help you make some money, bro. I can help you make some money, but I need you to hit that subscribe button. And then I need you to go to my Discord. But to get in the Discord, you got to go to PayPal and have a PayPal account because you got to submit a monthly payment of $29.99. And I'm telling you, this Discord is fire. It's got 37 groups. One of these groups is for you. I'm telling you. It's like you get all this shit from a shitty conversation. And it's like, damn, this motherfucker Googled all this shit. I was trying to do this shit, and I know I can't do this shit. This motherfucker Googled some shit that I can't even figure out how the fuck he Googled. But I know it's Google. It's the way he's talking. I know it's Google. He talks like an ad first, then he gets into the direction of whatever it is that I asked him about. No, this is some bullshit. But yet, we can't have our own people just say, look, this dude's fucked up. Why are we just allowing this shit in the conversation where we're trying to build? Where we're trying to appreciate people around us. Where we're trying to help those that need that help and not grab them by the hand type mentality, but actually say, this is what you need. This is the outline. Okay? You need somebody to outline this for you. You already told me this is what you want. People that want to accomplish the biggest things, sometimes they can't even get organized. Sometimes the organization that they need is not necessarily something written down. It's actually just that person just there for them and supporting them. when they need a person to talk to. Instead of just going to a habit or going in the direction of taking something that you normally don't want to take, but you do it anyway because it makes you feel good and you don't have to worry about this, that, and the other. But the reality is, if you actually just say, look, I need help. This is what I'm trying to do. I know that I can tell you part of it anyway, but I need help to get in the other direction and do whatever. You got to stop blaming other people for the shit that you're in and try to appreciate the accomplishments that you have right now. We are too quick to point the finger about who did this and who ain't done this and blah, 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 blah. Stop playing the blame game. Be the real and what's up game. You know what you got to do? Just do it. You know other people that have provided the information as far as what you need to do. Game yourself up and do the research. I know finesse my ass this week and lace me up the way I need to be laced up just for some information that I didn't know. And how I'm trying to operate in a better environment, not just because of my podcast, but because of all things. And make it a team thing, because it's not about just me. I mean, somebody's going to get to the top to where it's like, okay, I'm here. Now I need y'all to do what y'all do, because now you have a place to do it. It ain't about me. It's we. I said this I think I say this every damn podcast. It's about we.
Ain't no I in team.
It definitely ain't no damn I in team. And if you leave it to Kobe Bryant, but it's an ME in that motherfucker. I remember that shit. But we have to appreciate the people around us. Appreciate what they can give. Appreciate what they can't give. Understand this is who they are. And then if some people we have in our life that we really are just there temporarily, and we know that, there's still a gift there. May not be there for that person. It's for you. So sometimes take this hard pill and just deal with shit. The hard pill is definitely a growth spurt. It is definitely a growth spurt. It's the opportunity to grow humbly and, and being aware of the people around you. Knowing the type of people that are not going to be successful because they're not even trying to put the time in to be successful. They just want to be around successful people because successful people don't have the conversations that this person wants to hear. Let me say that again.
I was just about to say, you might want to repeat
that,
sir.
We need to surround ourselves with people that are having the conversations that we need to hear, not the ones that we're accustomed to hearing. The ones that you need to be hearing are the ones that are going to be the affirmations that you need for yourself when you don't feel like things are going in the direction they need to be going. When we take the opportunity to put ourselves and center ourselves around that, we don't have to fail. We don't have to. But the behaviors that we put ourselves into are evident for you to fail. Because we go back onto that HW factor. The HW factor is the Hope and Wish Foundation. The Hope and Wish Foundation has been in business for billions of years. I mean, you go back to what they call, 1 AD. People hope and wish these dinosaurs will get the fuck up out of here.
Damn.
And then when, they had, BC days, it's like, bruh, He just walked on water, bruh. This is what they want you to believe. But we can't center our attention around reality. Reality. It is a simple fact. Reality is real shit. Rather spirituality or real life. Reality is that awareness that everybody is not paying attention to. They're paying more attention to their diet. They're paying more attention to the conversations that they're, being a part of. And a lot of that is the type of elevation that people are on. And that's why a lot of people are in the elevator and not taking the stairs, but they're still on the stairs. It's just that when they go up the stairs, they skipping stairs because they're understanding who they are, and they understanding that they don't need to center themselves around people that are not like-minded like them. They can't be around conversations that are not help building not just themselves, but other people around them. They can't be a part of those conversations because those conversations are not built for people that have an arrogance, that have a mentality of just not wanting to accept reality. And that reality sometimes will hit you harder than a damn dump truck will. Why? Because we don't accept responsibility or lack of that, the lack thereof, because we want more things that are entitled to us, opposed to just, actually working for it or appreciating what's there or appreciating what is available. No, we want to just be entitled to everything that's going on around us. We have to get out of that mindset. This is not a conversation that we should be having all the time. The hard pill is something that a lot of people don't even want to accept. The acceptance is the actual educational graduation that people can go through. Just accept it. That's what I said, podcast. You got anything to say before we dip up out of here on this Saturday night?
Thanks for everyone for tapping in and tuning in. Make sure you download Spreaker app and catch us on all streaming platforms. Other than that, peace and love. Have a fab weekend. And happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Enjoy your day tomorrow.
And I'm going to leave y'all with this. I had an opportunity to take time and listen to just some old R&B music. And it made me realize something. You can be gifted at an art form and people listen to you because of that gift. If you have a gift and people can appreciate it, why not make that an opportunity for people to appreciate it on a bigger scale? We can appreciate ourselves so much that we look for recognition for other people instead of the true recognition that we should have for self. Do what you feel is right for you. People can only appreciate the authentic person that you are, not the person that you're trying to be. Because who you're trying to be is not going to be the person that you are, because you're going to go beyond that, because it's never been touched. But you can appreciate the acceptance in getting there. Appreciate the acceptance of getting there and grow slow. If it happens fast, put your big girl and your big boy panties on and your big boy drawers on, because it's going to happen, and it's going to happen in a divine timing, and you got to be ready for it. So be ready. Peace and love, y'all. We out here. Peace.
That's what he said with Cedric D. Sanders.